All right, guys, a few things I do want to reiterate from the writers' meeting. 30-foot line, we do watch that. We always have an official watching just that, so no intentionally impeding before the first 30 foot. There's also a line on the table coming out three that denotes the last straight. Same rule applies. No intentionally impeding another rider, or you will be disqualified, which puts you to last place for the round. Um, if you're a new parent and your rider falls down and you don't know about this, please do not jump the fence and come out on the track. We have volunteers at every corner. We keep our core group of volunteers trained every year in first aid and CPR. We will get you if we need you. It is dangerous for you to run out on the track. Our expert riders are going over 30 miles an hour, and if 8 of them hit you, that's a bad situation for everyone. So please, we will get you if we need you. Real quick, I do want to talk about facilities. So usually we don't have the portable restrooms until the city shuts the water off. We did bring those in early this year, hoping to kind of lessen the problems that we have with the permanent physical toilets by the playground and between the ball fields. So over this last week, we've had some of the same issues that happened in the portable toilets that we're having to pay extras for extra cleanings from kids not taking care of it. So guys, we are here to put on races. We're not here to watch your kids. So make sure that when they're using the restroom, they're just going in and using the restroom. It's not a good situation when someone goes in and the entire potty is filled with toilet paper. So that's what they've been doing over there. So guys, please keep an eye on your kids with that. All right, so with that, a little bit of housekeeping. If I could get everyone to stand up and remove your hats for the national anthem. All right, we are going to give away some awards to our sponsors. Guys, as you know, we are a nonprofit, a 501c3 nonprofit. We are also 100% volunteer run. So everyone you see out here, every bit of money that you see going into facilities improvements is all from what you do here and from our sponsors. We talk about them every week. We put all their logos on the back of the concessions building. But right now we want to thank them in person. So we have a bunch of our sponsors here, and we have awards that we give out each year. So sponsors, I believe that you know what's coming, and we're going to read off your names, and we're going to have you come down here, and we're going to get pictures individually and as a group. We're going to have them, so if you can stay down here for just a little bit on the first straight. We did open the gate right in front of concessions. All right, so we are going to start off, and guys, these sponsors help us maintain everything here, right? They give money or donations or things that help us all throughout the year. So I want to hear lots of applause for all these sponsors when they come out here. All right, first up is going to be Ad Astra Bike Company. They're in, oh, hold on. Our order, and then I'll wait on you next time. Physical and printed out are a little different. All right, Ad Astra, come on out. That was a woe for us, not for you. All right, next up is Bicycle Shack. Bicycle Shack. Jason and Jody Starforth. This is Michael Brent here. Sorry, I'm new here. I wonder how many years I can get away with that. Next up is Purple Ink Mortgage. Hey, who let her out of concessions? All right, next up is Genesis Powder Coating, and that's Gilbert Bowman. On two wheels here vending tonight. Tonight. Oh man, I'm in a rut there. Matt Blake coming on down to get his award. No, don't choke out the TO. You might get suspended. Hey, get back with Ben. Kelly might get jealous. Next up is Ryan Johnson with Crown Cabinetry. And our very own Curtis Witt with Dave's Construction. For those that don't know, Dave's Construction is who has done all of the asphalt work out here. So all of these turns that don't require maintenance and the starting hill and the whole nice area back there. He was here to work, man. It's not work though, we're volunteers, so it's just for the love of it. Next up is Gary Crosley Ford. We got Joe Klein accepting that reward. Joe up here running race gates quite a few nights for decades. Decades? Joe, is that decades?
Joe used to run them in the 90s.
Ran them in the 90s. Man. Yeah, when they say this is a lifetime sport, this is a lifetime sport. Curtis, how long have you been racing? Since not 75 years, since 75. 40 years. All right, next up is the Kansas City Comets. We've got Mike Rodriguez coming down to get that award. We had a real good time. We got to do a parade lap before a Comets game last year. It was really cool. All right, and Kona Ice, who's is it Michael that's getting the award here? All right. Kona Ice, always out here cooling us down. Everybody's favorite right now. It's a hot day. We want that Kona Ice. All right, and the last one here is Bikes for the Likes of Us. Curtis is going to accept that on behalf of Darby. I think they've known each other a minute. All right, guys, so that's all the sponsors that are here today. I do want to point out the rest of our sponsors while we're here. That's going to be All In Physical Therapy, Chuck Williams Photography, Dell's Power Sports, Gary Curley, the Hardcore Realtor, Casey Bobcat, MVP Awards and more, Opes and Dreams, Patriot Pond, Santa Fe Outside Storage, and Santa Fe Tow Service. So we can give all of those sponsors a big round of applause, and we're going to squish you all together and get a nice big old picture. All right, guys, let's give them one more big hand of applause for keeping Blue Springs BMX rolling. And with that, we are going to get rolling with our balance bikes. They are going to do one whole lap. They're getting special awards today, too. Always a fun time. We love those awards. Today at the finish line, you will get your award. We're not going to do the chips. You're just going to get handed your award, and that's the award for today. Do want to thank all our volunteers for being out here on this beautiful sunny day. Beautiful sunny Sunday. And don't forget, guys, this is the beginning of our Sunday Fun Day racing. So we are going to race every Sunday now through November. And you know why we're only going to November, because everybody's getting ready for grands over Thanksgiving week. Novice clinic on Monday. Novice riders want to get some extra skills in, extra track time. Come out and play with Curtis tomorrow. Back to normal on Tuesday. On the track. Learn some bike skill. All right, we're going to get started with those balance bikes. We got 4 and 1 and 2 year olds, 3 and 4 year olds first.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, guys, we got 6 balance bike riders today. 4-year-old balance bikes, 3 and 4 year olds. We're out here with Ethan Johnston, Addison Smilanet, and Maverick Gears. And cheer them on around. They are getting first, second, and third place trophies today, which is kind of a rarity, but we had some extra trophies of these special ones for today, and that is where they're going to go. They are pushing hard. That is Smiling Itch out front, followed by Gears and Johnston.
Attention.
Good balance, man. That's what these bikes are for, learning how to balance. And then when you get on pedals, you're ready to go.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Oh, man. Photo finish, but that is going to be Gears and Smiling Itch 1 and 2. Johnston heading through the rhythm section, going to finish it out, taking the home the 3. Yep. 1 and 2-year-old balance bikes. Oh, man. We need a little more power down there. We got it. We are on track with Lincoln Hall, Grady, and Blaine Kreisa. All right, cheer them on around. They get their special awards today, first, second, and third place medals, just like the big bikes. Don't hesitate to cheer these little kids on around either. There you go, man. Push hard. Oh, that was not the time to slow down. In and out of turn number 3. That is Lincoln Hall up front. Blaine Kreisa getting ready to drop into the third turn. Grady chasing him down through that rhythm section. Oh, Lincoln's already looking back to see, oh, am I getting first? Hey, don't look back, though. Every time you look back, that costs you about half a bike length. All right, there's our first place, Lincoln Hall. We might have a drag race here for the last. We'll see who gets it. I think second place is going to go to Blaine. Oh, maybe not. Are you going to go? Who wants second? There you go. Blaine decided to go. All right, that's going to be Blaine with your 2. Grady taking your 3. Hey, it's better when siblings watch out for each other than when they fight all the time. Had a little of both in my life, so. All right, guys, here we go. Moving on to big bikes. Going to start off motor number 3, 15-16, girls cruiser, total points race. That means 3 riders going to race all 3 rounds. Low points wins.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Gate drops and they are off. We got McKenna Luptak, Mackenzie Roberts, and Riley King. Total points race, low points wins. First place gets 1 point, second place 2, third gets 3. We got to do some math here at the end depending on how they finish, but right now that is McKenna Luptak coming out of turn number 2.
Attention.
Followed by Riley King and Mac Roberts.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
And all the way to the stripe, that is going to be McKenna with your 1. Riley with your 2. Mackenzie holding on 3. Moving on to 8-year-old cruisers. This is our 8-year-old cruiser class. Another total points race with Connor El Diablo Gris, Jackson Bowie, and Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson. Right now we got that 998 of Jackson Bowie sitting up front. Followed by Brody and Connor.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
And that's going to be our finish. Jackson taking your 1. Brody Dotson with your 2. Connor Grist taking your 3. We got a whole big group of 10-year-old cruisers because it is cruiser season right now. Bea Quads, Dotson, Trenton T Money, Stewart, Connor Toussaint, Coonan, Braden Bullethead Holt,
Attention.
Edric, EJ Hawthorne, Bash Noteboom, and Racing Case and Murray. 7 riders taking 3 out of this round. 3 are going to go straight to the main event. The other 4 are going to battle it out next round. That is going to be the 2 and the 3 bike and the 185. So that's Bash Noteboom, Cason Murray, and EJ Hawthorne moving on out of round number 1. Moto number 6, 14-year-old cruisers, Jabril Belgrave, Jerry McNew, Cody Velasquez, Cecil, Bubba Grist, and Keller Olson. Top 2 riders going to skip out second round and go straight to our main event.
Okay, riders, random start.
The other 3 are going to battle it out in round number 2, but right now that is the 180 bike. Keller Olson getting the first transfer spot and a battle for the second one, and that is going to be, I'm going to check with scoring. It's going to be the 19 bike of Cody Velasquez getting that second transfer spot. Now we are to the T-ball of BMX racing, guys. 5 and under novice, 2 racks of these guys. 9 riders, meaning that they are going to combine. It only happens with 9 riders. We're going to take 2 out of each rack the first round. Second round, they all smash together, and we take the top 4. We're on track with Brecken Murray, Kasem K-Bo Hall, Georgia the Hustler Campbell, River Mayhem Campbell, and Declan Kreisa. Got our youngest rider out there, 2-year-old on pedals, but that first transfer spot is going to Kasem K-Bo Hall and Declan Kreisa moving on to the main event. Second rack of our 5 and under novices on track with Addison Smilanich, Weston Cross, Raven Cates, and Blake Dotson. All right, guys, cheer them on around. You know, I was wrong. I mixed up Brecken and Blake. They wear the same jerseys. But 2 and 3 years old, that is pretty rad. That is Weston Cross sitting out front, followed by Addison Smilanich. We are taking the top 2. The remaining 2 will race round 2 to try to get into that main event.
Attention.
And all the way to the stripe.
Okay, riders,
That is going to be Weston Cross getting the first transfer. And from here, it looks like your second transfer is going to stick with Addison Smilanich. Moto number 9, 6-year-old novices on track with Roman Hall, Henry Cunningham, Alan Melman, and Harvey McNew. Oh, they are bunched up. This is going to be a good race. Going to have a battle. Someone's got an inside line. We'll see what happens, but that is Roman Hall staying up front. We are only taking 1 rider out of this one to the main event. The other 3 will race it off in round number 2. All the way down the last straight, I think that is going to be Roman Hall hanging on to it, but we're not calling it till the line. And there it is. You transfer out of Moto 9, Roman Hall. Moto number 10, 7-year-old now. Oh, I think we're getting some changing some plates up there. Guys, I know we've been making a big deal about the number plates this year and making sure that your number is correct. That is just the volume of riders we have. We're not looking at your rider. We are looking at that plate because that is the only thing that we know. Please make sure your plates are right. They match the moto sheet. That's what we use at scoring, announcing, and staging. All right, we got it all worked out. We got these 7 novices loaded in the gate. Got 6 of them, top 2. Moving on to the main event out of round 1. The remaining will race round number 2.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
They are off. We got a couple riders shooting out of the gate. We're on track with Maverick Davis, Chase Kilberg, Abram Hudson, Layla Lynn, Katie Johnson, and Susie Crowley Cole. Taking those top two riders, keep your eyes on those top spots. That is the 884. Katie Johnson said, oh, we got a rider down in the second straight. That is the 870 bike. We'll get them checked out. Maybe a 550. I can't read it from here. That is Katie Johnson up front. We got two riders battling for that second spot. Just had a pass. Looked like Maverick Davis sliding up into the 2. But right now, that is going to be Katie Johnson with your first transfer. And looking like the 270 of Maverick Davis also moving on to the main event.
Attention.
All right, we got our rider up.
Okay,
Chase
Ryder,
Spielberg going to
rhythm
make it up
start.
next round. Round number 2.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Moto number 11, 8 novices on track with Vivian, the Vibe Deal, Johnny Melman, Brendan Chandler, Reed, the Rocket McNew, and Remy Robinson. Taking two riders again. Two riders going to go straight to the main event. And we got a battle for those top two going into turn number 2. That is the 819, Vivian, the Vibe Deal, sitting up front, but she's got Johnny Melman right on her hip pocket. Reed McNew not going to let him run away either. Pushing hard down that rhythm section. We'll see who wants these first two transfer spots.
Is ready. Watch the gate.
And that is going to be Vivian, the Vibe Deal, and Johnny Melman moving on to the main. Moto number 12, 9-year-old novices on track with Haley Velasquez, Gavin Chandler, Salamano, and Roman Pavone. Good to see Haley back out. You know, Friday she told me she wasn't going to race until next year, and I saw her geared up today. All right, guys, we're taking that.
Attention.
Oh, got to get her first 5. That's a
Okay, riders. Random start.
Yep.
Riders
First 5s,
ready.
guys. Those first 5 awards are only for the season that you're in. So once you're a new rider and you race 5, that's it. 277. That is Salamano getting the transfer out of Moto number 12 for 9 novice. Moto 13, 10-year-old novice. Total points race right here. Emma Smilanich, Adeline Hall, and Wyatt Dutton. Single file race coming out of turn number 2. That is Hall, Smilanich,
Attention.
Dutton pushing hard.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready.
Low points
Watch
wins.
the
They're
gate.
going to race all 3 rounds, which is either good because you get all the track time or it's bad because you're worn out. But that is going to be Adeline Hall with your 1, Emma Smilanich with your 2, Wyatt Dutton rolling with the 3. Moto 14, 11-year-old novice. Total points race right here. Everett, E-Money Carlton, Jacqueline Harrell, and Blake Johnson. Thomas Robinson to staging. Thomas Robinson to staging. That's a state 8
Attention.
right now. Sitting up front, Everett, E-Money Carlton.
Okay, riders. Random
Blake
start.
in the 2, Jacqueline in the 3.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Finishing up that total points race here, Everett, E-Money Carlton with your 1, Blake Johnson with your 2, Jacqueline Harrell your 3. Moto 15, 12-year-old novices, Connor Arnold, Maverick Miracle, Action Jackson Lester, Riley King, Lily Wait What Campbell, and Emma Boss E. Swanson. Taking 2 riders right now. That is the 244 and the 709. Sitting up front,
Attention.
Jackson and Maverick. But Riley is right there wanting to sneak in and get that second transfer spot. We'll see what happens in turn number 3. I think everybody took a high, fast line, and that is going to be the 244, Jackson Lester. And, woo, who got that? That is Riley King getting the transfer at the very last minute. Right over the line. That push helped a lot. 15-year-old novices, Moto 16, on track with Henry Campbell, Caden King, and Skylar Visnick.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
3 riders racing all 3 rounds, and right now that's going to be Henry Campbell with your 1, Skylar Visnich with your 2, Caden King going to roll with your 3. Moto 17, 26, 35 novices, Elizabeth Daly, Thomas Robinson, Ashlyn Hoyer, and Samantha Daly. You know, if you give Seth a cruiser, it could work out that you had an all-daily moto. Total points, Seth,
Attention.
Samantha, and Elizabeth. Right now, that is Samantha sitting up front. Elizabeth on the 2. Only taking one rider out of this to the main event, and that is going to be Samantha Daly getting the transfer spot. Moto number 18, 51, 55, novice Gary Blake, Ryan Poole, and Greg Yellowstone Dutton. Man, you're leaning into Hayden's nickname for you.
Attention.
Total points with these guys, 51, 55. That is Gary Blake, Greg Dutton, and Ryan Poole.
Ready? Watch the gate.
Oh, whoa. Keeping it together. That's going to be Gary Blake with your 1, Greg Dutton with your 2. Ryan Poole going to roll with your 3. Moto number 19, moving on to intermediates, guys. Connor El Diablo Grist, Piper Harves, and Austin Miller. We got a couple riders that have moved up. Piper, the princess of Blue Springs BMX, making her intermediate debut, but that is Austin Miller up front, followed by Piper Harves and Connor El Diablo Grist.
Okay, riders, random start.
Total points, so they're going to race all 3 rounds, but right now I think that's going to be Austin Miller running away with your 1. Gonna battle here between Piper and Connor. That's going to be Piper Harves holding on to the 2. Connor with your 3. Moto number 20, 8 intermediates on track with Seth Daly, Axel Miracle, Jackson Smilanich, Emmett Hall, and Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson. We got that state 3 plate of Emmett Hall up front, followed by the state 7 of Axel Miracle.
Attention.
And Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson sitting in the 3, but only the top 2 are going on to the main event. We'll see if any moves get made in that last turn. But right now, that's going to be Emmett Hall all the way to the finish line with the 1. And your second transfer is going to that state 7 of Axel Miracle. Got a whole mix of ages there, 7 and 8-year-olds in that 8 intermediate. Moto 21, 9-year-old intermediates, Avi Abom DiMatteo, Saccone, Fetty Stay Ready Hall, Dylan Siki Harrell, Lachlan Lightning Campbell, and Brennan Hale. Harrell and Hall sitting up front. Brennan Hale sitting on the 3, going to look to get by. Only taking 2 out of these 9 intermediates straight to the main event. We got some aggressive riding here. Dylan Stinky Harrell and Fetty Stay Ready Hall. They both know how this works, so they are both moving on to the main event out of round 1. Moto number 22, 11-year-old intermediates is another 9-rider. They'll combine in round 2, taking 2 out of each track. This round, we're on track with Zach Attack Bass, Lily Olson, Hunter Conklin, Trenton T-Money Stewart, and Corbin Davidson. Davidson diving into turn 2, getting right in front of Hunter Conklin.
Attention.
But they got company. It looks like Zach Bass sitting there on the 3 spot trying to get by. We got a whole bunch of 11s and 10-year-olds and intermediates all squished together right now. We're taking those top 2, and that is going to be Davidson and Conklin moving on to the main event. Moto number 23, second rack of 11 intermediates on with Dylan King, Noak Belcher, Vinny Lamano, and Benny the Jet Bass. We got a big group right there up front. Looking like Lamano and the 857 of Dylan King, but Benny is not going to let him get away.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, so that is going to be Vinny Lamano and the 857 of Dylan King moving on to the main event. Moto number 24, 12-year-old intermediates, Derek Wise, London Johnson, AJ Johnson, Bubba McNew, and Gunner the Gladiator Nash. Taking 2 riders. Got a battle for that second spot. That is AJ Johnson up front, Wise and London Johnson battling out for that second position. Pushing hard down that rhythm section. We're going to see what happens here, but I think, whoa, all the way up on the white line. That's going to be A.J. Johnson getting the transfer, and your second transfer is going to go to Derek Wise. That was a good close race. It's going to be a heck of a main event out of those guys. 14-year-old intermediates, Jabrell, Falcon, Belgrave, Mark Schlotzhauer, Patrick Couts, Kyle K.J. Smilanich, Archer Penny, Zachary Hurricane, Campbell, Adam, Smooth Operator Wise, and Caden Kohler. Belgrave and Campbell pushing hard. We're taking the top 3. Got Couts sitting in the 3 spot.
Attention.
All the way down the last straight. That is going to be Belgrave, Campbell, and Couts. gonna be your transfers out of Moto 25. Moto 26, 36, 40 intermediate on track with Scott Johnson, Matthew Kepka, Jerry McNew, and Jason Mercer. Taking one rider right now. That is Scott Johnson blasting out of turn 2. He's got Matthew Kepka sitting on the 2.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Nice and smooth. Scott Johnson, your transfer out of Moto number 26. Moto 27, girls expert on track. Riley Fly Rye Brown, Gwenny Garrow, Bea Quads Dotson, and Mackenzie Mack Roberts.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, guys, we got taking one rider here, and that is going to be that state number 1, Riley Fly Rye Brown, moving on to the main event. Moto number 28, on to experts, guys. 8-year-old experts, Jackson Bowie, Elijah Holly, Kanan the Animal Demares, and Graham Golden Boy Little.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders
This
ready,
8-year-old
watch the
expert,
gate.
we got Moto 28, and that is going to be the Gold Cup 1 of Jackson Bowie. Moving on to the main event, the 1 transfer out of Moto 28. Moto 29, 9-year-old experts, big old group here. Ivan Bad Boy, Jet the Hawk O'Connell, Braxton Wolverine Jackman, Connor to St. Coonan, Gordon Bug Pascal, and Sawyer Penny. We are taking 2 riders. That is Jackman
Attention.
and Ivan Kent sitting up front.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready.
Oh, we got a rider off on the 3rd turn. We'll see what happens here. That is going to be the 15 and the 30. So that is going to be Braxton Wolverine Jackman and Connor to St. Coonan. We're going to get Ivan checked out. All right, guys, Ivan is up. He's climbing back up the hill. All right, man. Good to see you back up and finishing it out.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Moto number 30, 10-year-old experts. We got Jackson Lynn, Bash Noteboom, Creighton Mars, Racing Casey Murray, Edric E.J. Hawthorne, and Xavier Davidson. Taking 2 riders of these 10 experts. Right now, that is the State 1 and the District 2. Davidson and Noteboom sitting up front. Got the District 1 plate
Attention.
of Racing Casey Murray wanting to get around, but right now I think that is going to be Davidson and Noteboom going to get your transfer spots. And that is exactly how they ended. Moto 31, 11-year-old experts, Remy DiMatteo, Cecil Bubba Grist, and Cooper the Real Deal. Total points racing right here with these 11-year-old experts. So they're going to race all 3 rounds, and they are neck and neck, bar to bar, going into turn number 2. That is the 9 bike sitting out front. Cecil Grist
Okay,
leading them
riders,
into the
random
rhythm
start.
section. We'll see what happens all the way down the last straight.
Watch the gate.
But right now, that is going to be Cecil Grist with your 1, Remy DiMatteo with your 2, and Cooper the Real Deal with your 3. Moto 32, 15-year-old experts, Malin Pocup, Austin Slow-Mo Neal, Keller Olson, and Jasper Captain Kennedy taking 2 and 2. Going to be a
Attention.
boat ride in round number 2, so they are all going to make it to
Okay,
the main
right.
event. But
Ready
right
to
now,
start.
that is going to be Jasper
Riders
Captain
ready.
Kennedy getting
Watch the gate.
transfer, and the 42 bike at Keller Olson moving on to the main event. Moto 33, 17, 20 experts. Big rack full of these guys. Sean Madden, Amir Speed Racer Tollfree, Super Cooper Kelly, Darren Nash, Jordan Blake, Camden Brent, McKenna Leptak, and Christy Mercer. Tollfree, Madden, and Camden Brent sitting up front. We are taking those top 3 riders.
Attention.
Okay,
That
riders,
is what it's going to
random
be.
start.
Amir Tollfree with your 1, Madden with your 2,
Riders
Brent
ready,
with
watch
your
the gate.
3. Last moto of the round, 3640 expert. Total points racing here with Nick Novotny, Andrew Downtown Brown, and Zachariah Hinton. All right, guys, if you still have that yellow ticket, go ahead and get that cup that we got you for Rider Appreciation Day. There's a bunch of good stuff in there, free
Attention.
things, coupons,
Okay, Ryder.
a whole bunch of good
Random
giveaways from our sponsors. So right now, this is going to be Andrew Downtown Brown with your 1, Nick Novotny with your 2, Zachariah Hinton rolling your 3, folks, and that is round number 1. We're going to take a quick break, score everything up, and we will Round 2 getting loaded in the gate. Starting off again with motor number 3, 1516 girl cruiser.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, guys, if you got a race round number 2, it is time to get up there. Right now, it's total points race here. 1516 girls cruiser, McKenna Luptak, Mac Roberts, and Riley King. McKenna, Riley, Mac, 1, 2, and 3 going into turn number 2.
Attention.
Total points here, so that is going to be low points wins at the end of the night.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
And with the second ace is going to be McKenna Luptak. Riley King sitting on the 2s, Mackenzie Roberts sitting on the 3s. Motor number 4, 8-year-old cruisers here with Connor Diablo Grist, Jackson Bowie, and Slomo Barodo Dotson. Another total points race here, spreading it out just a little bit. Jackson Bowie sitting up front. Brody Dotson sitting on the 2.
Attention.
Connor Grist sitting on the 3.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
And that is how they're going to finish. Jackson Bowie holding on to your 1. Brody Dotson holding on to your 2. And Connor Grist rolling with the 3. 10-year-old cruisers taking 3 riders. We're on track with Bea Quads Dotson, Trenton T-Money Stewart, Connor to St. Coonan, Braden Bullethead Holt, and Edric E.J. Hawthorne. Wait, hold on. I might have marked that wrong.
Attention.
Nope, I did math wrong. Bea, Trenton, Connor, and Braden is who's on track. 4 riders. One day I'll learn to read my own handwriting. But right now, that is going to be Connor to St. Coonan getting a transfer, followed by the A-Bike and the 80. Braden Bullethead Holt and Bea Quads Dotson. Trenton, thanks for riding with us. Motor number 6, 14-year-old cruiser on track with Jabril, Falcon Belgrave, Jerry McNew, and Cecil Bubba Grist. 3 riders taking 2. That is Belgrave, McNew,
Attention.
Grist. 1, 2, and 3 coming out of turn number 2. Keep your eyes on those top 2 spots.
Ready,
Those are the riders making it on to the main event, and that is going to be Jabril Belgrave and Jerry McNew. 5 and under novice, a combined Moto 7 and 8 together right now, guys. When you get to main event, still come up whatever you came up round 1. So if you're in Moto 7, come up 7. If you're in Moto 8, come up 8. But we are on track with Brecken Murray, Georgia the Hustler Campbell, River Mayhem Campbell, Raven Cates, and Blake Dotson. We've got 2, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds on track together. All right, guys, cheer them on around. 2 and 3 years old, pedaling these little bikes around these big hills. Oh, we got a rider having a little issue. They're back on. Oh my gosh, it is chaos. We're taking this top 4. Now they're all stopping. Right now, that's going to be River Mayhem Campbell getting a transfer. Next 3 riders crossing the line are going to get a transfer to the main event. Right now, that is the 976. I don't know. Oh, 978 Georgia Campbell, Brecken Murray, and the 452 of Blake Dotson moving on. Raven, thanks for riding with us. Moto number 9, 6-year-old novice on track with Henry Cunningham, Alan Melman, and Harvey McNew. Right now, that is McNew sitting up front, followed by a flipped over plate, which is Alan Melman and Henry Cunningham sitting in the 3.
Okay, riders,
Top 2 riders going to hang on to the main event.
Ready, watch the gate.
Harvey McNew getting a transfer, and Alan Melman moving on. Henry, thanks for riding with us. Moto number 10, 7-year-old Novice on track with Chase Kielberg, Abram Hudson, Layla Lynn, and Susie Crawley Cole. We're going to have 3 riders moving on to the main event right now. That is Chase sitting up front, followed by Layla Lynn and the 918 Abram Hudson. Susie going to chase him down, try to seek in on a transfer spot.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders
But right now, all the way to the stripe, that
begin.
is going to be Chase Kielberg getting the 1. Layla Lynn getting the next transfer. And Abram Hudson. Susie, thanks for riding with us. Moto 11, 8-year-old novices on track with Brendan Chandler, Reed the Rocket McNew, and Remy Robinson. Sitting up front right now, we got McNew. We got a battle for that second spot. Only the top 2 riders are going. That was quite a move there, that 550 bike of Remy Robinson taking the inside line,
Okay,
moving
riders,
around.
random start.
See if that sticks through the last turn here, but that is Reed McNew sitting way up front. Reed is going to hold on to that transfer. We had another pass here. We're going to see who gets it, Brendan Chandler or Remy Robinson. That is going to be Chandler crossing the line with the transfer. Remy, thanks for riding with us. Moto number 12, 9-year-old novice Haley Velasquez, Gavin Chandler, and Roman Pavone. Top 2 riders going to move on to the main event. That is at 5:15. Gavin Chandler and Roman sitting up front. Haley chasing them down.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Guys, don't forget that novice clinic tomorrow. Good time to learn with everybody. That's going to be Gavin Chandler and Roman Pavone, your transfers out of Moto number 12. Haley, thanks for riding with us. Moto number 13, 10-year-old novices, Emma Smilanich, Adeline Hall, and Wyatt Dutton. Total points right here. That's State 5 played Adeline Hall sitting up front, followed by Smilanich and Dutton.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Another total points race, so that is going to be low points wins. And right now, low points right now is going to be Adeline Hall with a 1, Emma Smilanich with a 2, and Wyatt Dutton with a 3. Moto 14, 11-year-old novice, 1 more total points right here. Everett, E-Money Carlton, Jacqueline Harrell, and Blake Johnson, no T. We got a little of both in here. All right now they're coming out of turn number 2, all close. That is that 614 bike. Blake Johnson sitting up front. Had the 2 last round, hoping to get a 1 this round, tie it up for that first place. All the way to the stripe. It's looking like that 614 bike is going to hold on. That is Blake Johnson with your 1, E-Money with your 2, Jacqueline Harrell with your 3. Moto number 15, 12-year-old novices on track with Connor Arnold, Matt Miracle, Lily Campbell, and Emma Boss E. Swanson. That 709 bike of Maverick Miracle sitting up front, taking the top 3 of 4, hanging on to the event.
Ready, watch the gate.
And crossing the line is going to be Maverick Miracle, Lily Campbell, and Emma Boss Swanson getting your transfers. Connor, thanks for riding with us. Moto number 16, 15-year-old novice. Another total points race here with Henry Campbell, Hayden King, and Skylar Visnich. Henry Campbell sitting up front. Skylar right there on the hip pocket.
Attention.
Caden gonna chase him down.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
And all the way to the stripe, that is how they are going to finish. Henry Campbell with the 1, Skylar Visnich with the 2, Caden King going to roll a 3. Moto 17, 26, 35, novice on track with Elizabeth Daly, Thomas Robinson, and Ashlyn Hoyer. Taking 2 riders, not total points here. They are trying to earn a spot in that main event. Right now we got Thomas Robinson sitting up front, followed by Elizabeth Daly and Ashlyn Hoyer.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready.
Transfer number 1 going to Thomas Robinson, and the second transfer going to be a drag race down the last straight. But I think that is going to be Elizabeth Daly holding on. Ashlyn, thanks for riding with us. Moto number 18, 51, 55, nervous on track with Gary Blake, Ryan Poole and Greg Yellowstone Dutton. Woo! Dutton trying to make a move there, taking way inside. That is still Blake up front. Dutton on the 2, Ryan Poole on the 3. This is total points, so they got to race all 3 rounds. Right now, I think they're going to finish like last round. That's going to be Gary Blake with the 1, Greg Dutton with your 2. Ryan Poole going to hold the 3. Moto 19 6-year-old intermediates. Moving on to the intermediates with El Diablo Grist, Piper Harves, and Austin Miller. Total points race right here. Austin sitting on low points out of round number 1. Piper on the 2, Connor on the 3. That is how they're rolling coming into turn number 2. We'll see if that holds all the way to the finish line.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
They are battling in that rhythm section, pushing hard. Looked like Connor got a little bit of boost there. That is going to be Austin Miller with your 1 and a drag race to the end for that second spot, but that is going to go to Connor El Diablo Grist. Piper Harves rolling the 3. Moto number 20, 8-year-old intermediates on track with Seth Daly, Jackson Smilanich, and Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random
Dotson,
start.
Daly, Smilanich is how they're running coming out of turn number 2. Top 2 riders hanging on for the main event, last one. There we go. That is going to be Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson and Seth Daly moving on. Jackson, thanks for riding with us. Moto number 21, 9-year-old intermediates, Avi A-Bomb DiMatteo, Lachlan Lightning Campbell, and Brennan Hale. Taking 2 riders right now. That is Hale and Campbell.
Attention.
The 192 of DiMatteo chasing them down.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Not total points. Top 2 riders are hanging off for the main event, and that is going to be Brennan Hale and Lachlan Campbell. Avi, thanks for riding with us. Moto number 22, 11-year-old intermediates on track with Zach Attack Bass, Lily Olson, Trenton T-Money Stewart, Noak Belcher, and the Jet Bass. Bass and Bass sitting up front.
Okay, riders, random
We are
start.
taking the top 4.
Riders
Top
ready.
4 riders out of this to the main event. Right now, that is looking like Benjamin Benny the Jet Bass, Zach Bass, the State 6 and the 858, T-Money Stewart, and Noak Belcher moving on. Lily, thanks for riding with us today. Moto number 24, 12-year-old intermediates on track with London Johnson, Blaine Bubba McNew, and Gunner the Gladiator Nash. That's State 5 of Gunner Nash sitting up front, followed by Johnson and McNew.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All the way to the stripe, and that is how they're going to finish it out. Gunner Nash, London Johnson moving on. Blaine, thanks for riding with us. Moto 25, 14-year-old intermediates, big class here, 13 and 14. Experts and intermediates all smashed together. Mark Schlotzauer, Kyle, KJ Smilanich, Archer, Adam, Smooth Operator Wise, and Caden Kohler. They got Kohler, Penny, Smilanich,
Attention.
Wise, and Schlotzauer out of turn number 2.
Random
Top
start.
4 making it to the main event.
Ready, watch the gate.
That is going to be Kohler, Penny, Smilanich, and Wise. Mark, thanks for riding with us. Moto 26, 36, 40, intermediate. Matthew Kepka, Jerry McNew, and Jason Mercer. So I think we got a boat ride. We had a bike issue. And that is going to be Jerry McNew and Jason Mercer. Moving on, Matthew Kepka, thanks for riding with us.
Attention.
Moto 27, welcome to Girls Expert.
Ready, watch the gate.
On track with Gwen Garrow, Bea Quads Dotson, and Mackenzie Mac Roberts. Not total points. Top 2 riders are hanging on, going to the main event. They are bunched up, coming down that second straight. Going in, Roberts. Oh, Gwenny trying to take an inside line, trying to make it
Attention.
stick. Got to put the power down now.
Random start.
That is Roberts sitting up front, Dotson in the 2, Gwynny Garrow sitting on the 3. All the way to the stripe. Your transfers are going to be Mackenzie Mack Roberts and Bea quads. Dotson, Gwynny, thanks for riding today. Moto 28, 8-year-old experts. Moving on to the experts. Little kids, little bikes, they are going fast, though. On track with Elijah Holly, Kane and the Animal Bears, and Graham, Golden Boy Little. Sitting up front, we got Little, the 4 bike of Kane and the Animal Bears, and the State 2 of Elijah Holly.
Okay, riders.
Coming out of turn 2. Not total points, top 2 are moving on to the main event. Hold on, face the next round. That is going to be Graham, Golden Boy Little, and Kane and the Animal Dumares. Elijah, thanks for riding with us. Moto 29, Ivan Bad Boy Kent, Jet the Hawk O'Connell, Gordon Bug Pascal, and Sawyer Penny. 9-year-old experts pushing hard, taking the top 3 riders. That is Connell, Kent, Penny,
Attention.
and the 48 of Pascal.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the
All
gate.
the way down the last straight. They are going to hold that position that they were in out of turn number 2. Jet the Hawk O'Connell, Ivan Kent, and Sawyer Penny. Your transfers, Gordon, thanks for riding with us today. Moto 30, 10-year-old experts on track with Jackson Lynn, Creighton Harves, Racing Casey Murray, and Edric E.J. Hawthorne. Sitting up front, Hawthorne and Harves.
Attention.
Lynn on the 3, and the 1 bike of Racing Casey Murray sitting on the 4, top 3, hanging on to ride in our main event. Coming down that last straight, that is going to be E.J. Hawthorne, Creighton Harves, and Racing Casey Murray. Moving on, Jackson, thanks for riding today. Moto number 31, 11-year-old experts, Remy DiMatteo, Cecil Bubba Grist, and Cooper the Real Deal. Cecil sitting on the 1, Remy on the 2,
Attention.
and Cooper on the 3.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Total points race right here, low points wins.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Jordan Blake, we need you in staging. Jordan Blake to staging. Right now, that is going to be Remy DiMatteo with your 1, Cecil Grist with your 2, and Cooper the Real Deal with your 3. Moto 32, 15-year-old expert on track with Malin Pokup, Austin Slow O'Neill, Keller Olson, and Jasper Captain Kennedy. Oh, wait. I marked everything wrong. Yep, I know. I can't read anything. Oh, there's my son. Never mind. That is Evan Penny getting a transfer, and Austin Slow O'Neill. Okay, I thought he wasn't going to make it here. All right, so your transfers are, and my pen died. Oh, my gosh. It's a tragedy down here, man. 2 of my 4 colors are dead. All right, so that was Evan Penny and Austin Slow O'Neill. Your transfers. Malin, thanks for racing with us today. I am back on track. It's been a long weekend. And we can keep it rolling, though, guys. We got another event tomorrow. We got a novice clinic tomorrow. We got practice on Tuesday. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. 5 days in a row here at Blue Springs BMX. Yeah, we got Racing League Wednesday, but that's not an open to the public event. That's 6 days in a row for some of us to be out here.
Ready. Watch the gate.
This is when I do point out that we are all volunteers. All volunteer crew for a nonprofit. So 6 days in a row. All right, we are back out with 1720 experts rolling fast right now. Super Cooper Kelly, Darren Nash, Jordan Blake, McKenna Luptak, and Christy Mercer. Top 4 are going to go to the main event. That is Blake and Nash sitting up front.
Attention.
Super Cooper Kelly sitting on the 3, McKenna Luptak on the 4, Christy Mercer sitting on the 5. So that is going to be Nash, Blake, Kelly, and Luptak moving on. Christy, thanks for racing with us today. Last moto of the round, round number 2, finishing up right now. 3640 expert Nick Novotny, Andrew Downtown Brown, and Zachariah Hinton. Total points here, low points wins. Andrew Brown sitting on the ace, Nick Novotny on 2, Zachariah Hinton on the 3. That's how they're sitting going into the last straight. And that is how they finish. Brown with your 1, Novotny 2, Zachariah Hinton your 3. Gate practices where we fill up the gates, maybe. All the clinics, we're going to push grants, push full gates, push getting ready, getting used to elbow racing. All right, we need our turn one official. Taking a break. You're the only one smart enough to bring the stool down. Just enough gray in the beard. All right, guys, we're going to get these main events going, kicking off with the girls cruiser.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
15, 16 girls, cruiser, total points racing right here. We're on track with McKenna Leptak rolling with 2 points. Mackenzie Roberts with 6 and Riley King with 4. Low points is going to win. McKenna Leptak sitting on the 1, Riley on the 2, Mackenzie on the 3.
Attention.
Okay, riders.
McKenna's going to hold on to that 1, and she's going to hold on to that overall 1 with low points. 3 points right there. Coming to the stripe in the 2, and the overall 2 is going to be Riley King and Mac Roberts, your overall 3. Moto number 4, 8-year-old cruiser, another one. Total points right here. Connor Grist sitting on 6 points. Jackson Bowie on 2. Slow-mo Brodo Dotson on 4. Right now, we got Jackson Bowie sitting up front, followed by Brody Dotson and Connor Grist.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready.
998, Jackson Bowie going to be your overall 1. Brody Dotson, your overall 2. Connor Grist, your overall 3. Year-old cruiser, a lot of riders right here. Baya Quads, Dotson, Connor to St. Coonan, Braden Bullethead Holt, Edric E.J. Hawthorne, Bash Noteboom, and Racing Kaysen Murray. Big old group of 10-year-old cruisers. Got some 9-year-olds in there too. But that is going to be the 2 bike, the 185, and the 3. Bash Noteboom, E.J. Hawthorne, and Racing Kaysen Murray. Going to be your podium. Motor number 6. 15-year-old cruiser, Jabril, Falcon Belgrave, Jerry McNew, Cody Velasquez, and Keller Olson. Olson sitting up front, followed by Belgrave and the 19 bike of Cody Velasquez.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
And that is going to be Olson with
Riders
your 1.
ready, watch the gate.
Jabril Belgrave, your 2. Maybe, yeah. Hold on to that 2. Cody Velasquez sitting on the 3. Moto number 7, 5 and under novice, a whole rack full of these 8 riders in the gate. On track with Brecken Murray, Kasem, Cabo Hall, Georgia the Hustler Campbell, River Mayhem Campbell, Declan Kreisa, Allison Smilanich, Weston Cross, and Blake Dotson. Whew, that's a mouthful for this whole gaggle of fraggles. Right now we got Kasem up front, followed by Weston and the 072 of Declan Kreisa. Smilanich going to try to get on in there, get one of those special awards today, Special Rider Appreciation Day awards. Well, I'm going to remind you guys, riders, we appreciate you. You're why we're here. That's why we're doing today's free race with a free meal. And glad you all came out to race, but that is going to be Kasem Hall, Weston Cross, and Declan Kreisa getting your podiums out of the 5 and under novice group. Whoa. That was about the second rider to take me out. All right. Ready for 6-year-old now. Oh, we got a rider out. I didn't see her. Sorry, man. These hills are bigger than the kids. All right, Blake Dotson walking it off. Our youngest rider out here
Attention.
on pedals, 2 years old. That's pretty rad, guys.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
6-year-old novices on track with Roman Hall, Alan Millman, and Harvey McNew. This is not a total points race. This is what you see is what you Sitting up front, we got the 166 of McNew, followed by Roman Hall and Alan Millman. Ooh, we had some tires rubbing there. That was close racing out of those two coming out of turn number 2.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All the way down the last straight, that is going to be the 166 bike. Harvey McNew with your 1. Roman Hall getting the 2. Alan Millman the 3. That was close right there at the line. One little bobble will do it sometimes. That was it. Let's cheer them all on. Motor number 10, 7-year-old novice, Maverick Davis, Chase Kielberg, Abram Hudson, Layla Lynn, and Katie Johnson. Katie Johnson sitting up front, followed by Chase and Maverick Davis. The 918 Abram sitting in the 4th spot, wanting to get up on the podium, get one of these cool new medals. We got some pushing going there inside line, making a pass. That looks like Chase Kielberg moving on up into the front. Katie's going to try to reel him back in, but that is going to be Chase Kielberg, Katie Johnson, and Maverick Davis getting your podium spots out of moto number 10. Moto number 11, 8-year-old novice out of the gate with Vivian the Vibe Deal, Johnny Millman, Brendan Chandler, and Reed the Rocket McNew. Pushing hard out of turn number 1. We got a rider sitting up front. I think this rider's trying to do something today. Coming out of turn number 2, that is McNew sitting up front, followed by Johnny Millman, Vivian the Vibe Deal, and the 516 of Brendan Chandler.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random
And
start.
I believe this first place rider came here with a mission. That is going to be Reed the Rocket McNew, going to be your new intermediate with that win. Johnny Millman's going to be your 2. Vivian the Vibe Deal, your 3. Moto number 12, 9-year-old novices here with Gavin Chandler, Sal Lamano, and Roman Pavone. Sitting up front, this is not total points. This is what you see is what you get. We got Lamano, Pavone, and Chandler, 1, 2, and 3 coming out of turn number 2.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders
All the way down that last straight, little single file there as they spread out coming out of turn number 3, and that is going to be Sal Lamano with your 1. Oh, close race. Roman Pavone, your 2. Gavin Chandler going to be your 3. Moto number 13, 10-year-old novices, Emma Smilanich, Adeline Hall, and Wyatt Dutton. Adeline sitting on 2 points, Emma on 4, and Wyatt on 6. And they are racing just like they did the other 2 rounds. Hall, Smilanich, Dutton, 1, 2, and 3 coming out of turn number 2 for these 10-year-old novices.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
And that is how they're going to end up. Adeline Hall, your overall 1. Emma Smilanich, your overall 2. Wyatt Dutton going to be your overall 3. 11-year-old novices, another total points race here, but we got to do some math here. We got Everett Money, E-Money Carlton sitting on 3 points. Jacqueline Harrell on 6, and Blake Johnson on 3. Everett Carlton sitting up front. Blake sitting on the 2. Whoever gets ahead of the other out of those 2 will be 1. The other will be 2. Jacqueline's going to end up 3. It's just the way the math works out on this one.
Okay, riders, random
But right
start.
now, that is Everett E-Money Carlton sitting on that top spot. And that's going to be Everett with your 1. Blake Johnson, your 2. Jacqueline Harrell, your 3. Hey, that's 3 trophies in 3 days for Jacqueline. All right, moto number 15, 12-year-old novice on track with Maverick Miracle, Action Jackson, Lester, Riley King, Lily Wait What Campbell, and Emma Boss E. Swanson. The 244, Jackson Lester sitting out front, but he's got company there. Maverick Miracle and Lily Campbell wanting to get up on the podium too.
Ready, Watch the
But
gate.
that is going to be Jackson Lester with your 1. We got a battle for that 3rd. That is going to be Lily Campbell, your 2. Maverick Miracle, your 2. Lily Campbell, your 3. Good racing out of that group. 15-year-old novice total points right here. Henry Campbell, Caden King, and Skylar Visnich. Henry sitting on the 1, Skylar on the 2s, Caden on the 3s. All the way around the second half of the track. That is how they are going to hold. Henry's going to be your overall 1. Skylar, your overall 2. Henry, Caden, your overall 3.
Watch the gate.
26-35 novice. Thomas Robinson, Elizabeth Daly, and Samantha Daly. Not total points. This is what you see is what you get. Robinson sitting up front. Samantha Daly in the 2. Elizabeth Daly in the 3.
Attention.
And all the way to the stripe. That is going to be how they finish. Thomas Robinson, your 1.
Watch the gate.
Samantha Daly going to be your 2. Elizabeth Daly with your 3. Good racing. Moto number 18, 51-55 novice. Last novice class out of the gate. Gary Blake, Ryan Poole, and Greg Yellowstone Dutton. Gary sitting on the 1s. Ryan on the 3s. And Greg Dutton sitting on the 2s. That is how they are running coming out of turn number 2 in this main event on this beautiful Sunday.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
Ooh.
Riders ready. Watch
Keeping
the
it
gate.
together. There we go. Gary Blake going to be your overall 1. Greg Yellowstone Dutton, your overall 2. Ryan Poole going to be your overall 3. And now we're to intermediates, guys. Cheer them on, little kids. Getting a little faster, moving up to the intermediate class. Connor El Diablo, Grist, Piper Harves, and Austin Miller. Austin Miller sitting on low points. Connor and Piper tied up with 5 points each. So this is going to end up being what you see is what you get. Austin Miller sitting up front. Piper Harves sitting on the 2. Grist going to try to get around on the outside.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready.
Coming down the last straight, that is going to be Austin Miller with your 1, and we got a battle for the 2. Who's going to get it? Oh, that is going to be Grist with your 2, Harves with your 3. 8-year-old intermediates on track with Seth Daly, Axel Miracle, Emmett Hall, and Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson. Sitting up front, Emmett Hall, followed by the State 1. State 7 of Axel Miracle.
Attention.
Dotson on the 3, Seth Daly on the 4.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
All the way down the stripe, that is going to be Emmett Hall with your 1. Axel Miracle, your 2. Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson, your 3. 9-year-old intermediate, Saccone, Fetty Stay Ready Hall, Dylan Sinky Harrell, Lachlan Lightning Campbell, and Brennan Hale. We got another battle, Harrell and Hall battling round number 1. They are sitting up front. Brennan Hale sitting on the 3. Lachlan Campbell sitting on the 4.
Attention.
Oh man, making moves, trying to keep up. They are going to drag race.
Ready. Watch the gate.
This is going to be a close one. That is going to be Harrell, Hall, 1 and 2. Hale with your 3. Good close racing there. 11-year-old intermediates. Big old group here. Zach Attack Bass, Hunter Conklin, Trenton T. Money Stewart, Corbin Davidson, Dylan King, Nokasi Belcher, Benny Lamano, and Benny the Jet Bass. Coming out of turn number 2. Whoa, we got a rider down. We got a couple more riders down. We got Davidson sitting up front. All right, going to get Lamano picked up. But right now, this is your newest expert right there, Corbin Davidson moving up, followed by the 857 and the State 7, Dylan King and Benny the Jet Bass. But congrats on the move up. Corbin moving on up to expert. All right, guys, cheer on all these riders. They got all tangled up.
Attention.
That was Corbin moved up. Yeah, guys, I have seen many races. Our first year that we went down to Race of Champions, in the main event, there were a lot of times that the person that got that number 1 plate was the person that got up first.
Watch the gate.
Seeing whole rack riders go down. All right, 12-year-old intermediates on track with Derek Wise, London Johnson, AJ Johnson, and Gunner the Gladiator Nash. Sitting up front, AJ Johnson, followed by Derek Wise, London Johnson, and Gunner Nash. They are pushing hard. They are all bumped up right there coming out of turn number 2. We'll see who's going to get on the podium. Right now, though, that is AJ Johnson running away with the 1. We'll see who battles it out for that second spot. Wise is sitting on the 2 right now. London Johnson on the 3, and that's how they're going to be. AJ with your 1, Derek with your 2, London with your 3. Moto 25, 14-year-old intermediates, 13, 14, inter and expert, all smashed in together. Jabril Falcon, Belgrave, Patrick Couts, Kyle, KJ Smilinich, Archer, Zachary Hurricane, Campbell, Adam, Smooth Operator Wise, and Caden Kohler.
Okay, riders, random start.
Sitting up front, that is going to be Zach Campbell with your 1, Patrick Couts with your 2, Jabril Belgrave with your 3. Moto number 26, 3640 intermediate, Scott Johnson, Jerry McNew, and Jason Mercer. Scott, you bonked that manual. All right, Scott Johnson up front, Mercer on the 2, Jerry McNew on the 3.
Attention.
Okay, riders.
Keeping it clean all the way to the finish line. That is going to be Scott Johnson with your 1. Jason Mercer is going to hold on to your 2. Jerry McNew with your 3. And moving on to girls expert with Riley Fly Rye Brown, Bea Quads Dotson, and Mackenzie Mack Roberts. Our only girls expert rack of the day. Right now, that is Bea Quads Dotson sitting up front. Riley Fly Rye on the 2. Mackenzie Roberts in the 3. This is not a total points race. This is going to be as they cross.
Ready, watch the gate.
Dotson hanging on to the 1. Brown with the 2. Roberts with the 3. Moving on to experts, 8-year-old experts, Jackson Bowie, Kanan the Animal Dumares, and Graham Golden Boy Little. And guys, don't forget, no after practice. We've got BMX Racing League immediately following this, so no after practice today. Right now, that is going to be Jackson Bowie sitting up front, Graham Little on the 2, and the 4 bike of Kanan the Animal Dumares sitting on the 3.
Attention.
My clipboard just blew up.
Okay, riders, random start.
I'm having all sorts of office supply trouble down here.
The gate.
That is going to be Jackson Bowie with your 1, Graham Little with your 2, Kanan the Animal Dumares your 3. 9-year-old experts, bunch of competition here. Ivan Bad Boy Kent, Jet the Hawk O'Connell, Braxton Wolverine Jackman, Connor to St. Coonan, and Sawyer Penny. Right now, we got our Rock 1 plate sitting up front. That is going to be Jet the Hawk O'Connell, Connor to St. Coonan sitting on the 2, Jackman on the 3. Ivan Kent and Sawyer Penny battling out in 4 and 5. They are all pushing hard down that rhythm section.
Ready.
That is going to be Jet the Hawk O'Connell with your 1. Jackman going to be your 2. Ivan Kent going to be your 3. Ten-year-old experts, Smash Note Boom, Creighton Harves, Racing Case and Murray, E.J. Hawthorne, and Xavier Davidson. Note Boom, Davidson sitting on 1 and 2. E.J. Hawthorne sitting on the 3 coming out of the 3rd turn. That is going to be Note Boom your 1, Davidson your 2, Hawthorne going to be your 3. Moto 3111 experts, Remy DiMatteo, Cecil Bubba Grist Cooper, the real deal. Total points right here, and we got to do some math real quick. That's 3 points, and 6 points. Remy and Cecil tied up. So whoever is in front of those two is going to get you first.
Attention.
All the way around turn number 3. They are pushing hard. That is Grist sitting up front. DiMatteo pushing hard, but that is going to be Grist with your 1. DiMatteo, your overall 2. Deal, your overall 3. 15-year-old experts. Slow class right here with Austin Slow-Mo Neal, Keller Olson, Jasper the Captain Kennedy, and Evan Penny. Kennedy, Penny, and Olson, 1, 2, and oh, we got riders down. All right, Penny and Olson getting up. That's going to be Jasper Kennedy with your 1. Evan hit his head really hard, Kelly. Jasper with your 1. Yeah. And Austin Slow-Mo Deal going to be your 2. We're going to check on our down riders. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Yeah, that's bitten you twice in the last few weeks, F. All right, Moto number 33, 1720 expert in the gate.
Attention.
Oh, I'll take it. We got a transponder fell off. So Evan or Keller,
Random start.
whoever one of you is missing your transponder, it's in my pocket.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Moto number 33, 1720 expert, Sean Madden, Amir Speed Racer, Toll Free, Super Cooper Kelly, Darren Nash, Jordan Blake, Camden Brent, and McKenna Luptak. Toll Free and Madden sitting out front, Brett sitting on 3. They got a lot of company though. Blake sitting right there on the 4. Everybody's going to try hard to get into the podium on this one. But right now, that is going to be Tollefree sitting on your 1, Madden on your 2, and Brent going to hang on to the 3. Blake was right there. That was Brent, your overall 3. Last moto of the day, folks. 3640 expert moto number 34, Nick Novotny, Andrew Downtown Brown, and Zachariah Hinton. They've been running Brown, Novotny, Hinton all day, and right now that's what they're doing too. Even though it's total points, it's not over till it's over, and they add up all those points. That is Downtown Brown sitting up front, Nick Novotny on the 2, Zachariah Hinton on the 3, and that is how they are going to end it. Thank you all for coming to our Rider Appreciation Day. Thank you to all our sponsors for keeping BMX running.